This video is for you, the parent. You have a responsibility. You have a tough job parenting an artist. My name is Rick Barker, host of the Music Industry Blueprint podcast, former manager of superstar Taylor Swift, and I have worked with thousands of parents all over the world. And today I want to share with you some of the do's and don'ts and what responsibilities you have, as basically you are the first manager, you are the first record company, publicist, roadie, you know that, banker. Oh my gosh, don't you know that? So what we're going to do is just have a very open and honest conversation, and then I'm going to give you some resources to be able to help move you right along. While you're here, why don't you go right below this video and hit the subscribe button. If you haven't gone and watched any of my past YouTube videos, there's a lot of great information out there. We've been doing this for quite some time. I also have a podcast that at the recording of this just celebrated its 200th episode. So there's a lot of resources for you. And that's really number one. What I want to talk to you about is making sure that you're constantly staying up to date with what's happening in the music industry. You guys are so focused on telling the world how great your kids are. I say that respectfully. Nobody cares until they do. Right now, you care. Right now, you've got the investment. Right now, your kids are wowing your neighbors and your friends and your family members and things like that. But as you've seen with the internet, there's millions of talented kids out there. So what can we do to help you as the parent make sure that your kid stands out? Make sure that they're doing everything that they can to be the best business they can be. It's called the music business. One is you need to educate yourself. You need to surround yourself with people that can constantly challenge you to get better, keep you informed on what's going on, because let's face it, some of you have other careers. Some of you are running a household of other kids. One kid may be interested in sports, one music, whatever. It's not all about that one kid sometimes. So you need to be able to run your family, have a business, but also understand what is going on. Number two is I want to say this the right way without pissing anybody off, but sometimes we need to challenge your kids. Sometimes they need to hear that they're not doing that well. Sometimes they need to be told, listen, this is your business. We're just funding the operation, but it's actually your business. Too often I see parents trying to get their kids started in a business at a young age. There's a reason why 12-year-olds don't start businesses, okay? And those that do, it's very rare. So what I want you to do as a parent is really see if your kid is understanding that it's their responsibility to get excited about practicing. It's their responsibility to get excited about vocal lessons. It's their responsibility to sit down and get creative. It's not you constantly having to tell them what to do. Because if you find yourself constantly having to get them to do something, I'm going to save you hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. Stop. Just let them be a kid. Seriously. Sometimes you're going to look back and go, well, they've got to go through it. We have all this money that we've invested. Oh, no, that's your job as parents. I'm a parent. I've got two teenagers as well. My job's to support their interest. You were supporting their interest. And sometimes I watch families get destroyed and kids just stop talking to their parents because the parents got so caught up in what they'd invest. We paid for this and that's our job as parents. Okay, that's our job as parents. We're supposed to encourage them to go out and try these new things. So if that conversation's starting to happen, maybe you want to step back for a second and kind of take a look at this. The other thing I want you to do right now is to give them opportunities to grow. Don't do everything for them. You don't do their social media for them. Let them do it. The fans want to have a relationship with them. They don't want to have the relationship with you. Well, my son or my daughter, they're full-time students right now. Great. Then let's teach them how to do this part-time. There's nobody here saying that they need to be here full-time, but they need to learn the business that they're getting into right now. A lot of times we'll shelter them from that. You don't want to shelter them from that. You want them to be able to go in and start learning these things. Okay. Now, when is it time that you should bring somebody else in? Well, there's that time. It's not when they're 10. It's not when they're 11. It's right around that 14, 15, 16-year-old range, when you've watched them, they've ignored everything else in their life. They stay solely focused on music. You're starting to make some major investments. People are starting to contact you and you're getting worried that you might be, getting scammed or spending money on the wrong things. What I would love to do is invite you to a free training. Are you ready for a manager? Go to managemymusiccareer.com. Information will be right below this video. Matter of fact, while you're down there, hit the bell. You're busy. Your parents, get notified when I put these new videos out. Make it real easy on yourself. But I'm going to walk you through that whole entire process. I'm going to actually let you see what I did with a lot of other parents and their kids. There's an opportunity right now for your kid, your child, to start building a business, to start making money with their business. And it isn't going to take a record label like you might think. It's not going to take a big time manager like you think. There are things right now that you could be doing to help your kid. There's a lot of things you're doing right now that are also hurting your kid. So let's make sure that we really understand. One, it's their business. If you want it more than they do, quit. If they're going to argue with you every time that you're trying to do something for them. Also, too, if you're a kid and you're watching this right now, remember something. If you can't get along with your parents, who are your first record company, how are you going to get along with any other record company? Okay? They are the bank. They are funding this operation. So, yes, they are going to tell you things. Parents, let me just leave with this. If your kid starts listening to my podcast, and they start watching my videos and they start going through my courses and my programs, sometimes they're going to hear something for the first time that you have said 100 times. Be okay with that. All right? Kids, your parents know more than you think they do. Okay? They're out there working really hard to give you these opportunities. Take advantage of that. And don't ever, ever, ever let someone see you talking back at your parents, because like I said, they're your label right now. If you can't be respectful to them, how do we think you're going to be respectful to us? Okay? So I'm super excited that you took the time to watch this video. Go grab the resources down below this video. Subscribe, get yourself notified, hit me up, DM me on Instagram. I would love to chat with you. And don't forget, go to managemymusiccareer.com and let's see what we can do to help you get him to that next level. And who knows, it might even be time for us to work together. All right, we'll see you in the next video.